Okay folks, this will be a challenging one. I don't know how this one's going to work. I found it by the side of the road during a council clean-up, and this has come up this is an interesting piece to work with. I don't know how it's going to work, if we're going to make it anything good. But I do challenge myself. I do give myself heaps of challenges in what I do here. Okay, let's see what we have here. Made out of what appears to be aluminium. It looks like, I think it's a meat tenderizer, like you just dump the meat with this, with these rough dots, or whatever, these pyramid shaped, whatever you call them. I'm going to move this across the glass. Actually, it's sitting straight down like that. I wasn't expecting that. Don't know how that's going to look. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting. A bit minimalist in its look. Interesting. I like the colour in that. Just a little bit. It's not sparkly as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be really shiny and sparkly looking. I'm going to try it again. Didn't want that. I accidentally pressed this again, I think. It's a bit confusing, this system, the way Konica Minolta has designed it. It's really shit, folks. I really hate the way Konica Minolta have designed this piece of kit. All the equipment's like it. That's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can use that as a master copy. Just going to kill that. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with it. It's probably not much use as a tenderizer now because it's got rust all over it, like the aluminium rust, like oxide. I don't know if that would be healthy to use it for food preparation anymore, if that's what it's for. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting now. I think we're going to make this into a nice marbled piece. But basically I think that's what it was, a meat tenderizer. Just take steaks and belt the shit out of them to make them a bit softer to chew. You know, because a lot of steak is really full of gristle and shit. I can't eat that shit anyway. The fat and the sinew that you find often in meat, in red meat. I think it's used for chickens as well. I think chooks get pounded as well. I'm not an expert on cooking, folks. I don't cook. I can't cook very well. I get help because of my disability. I'm not very good at cooking, folks. That's come up looking quite interesting. We've got the voids are making it look interesting as well. Yeah, so this is coming up looking quite interesting. I'm going to try this one as well. But yeah, I can't cook, folks. Disappointment. Not everyone's able to cook, folks. Even if you're not disabled, you might still not be the greatest of cooks. Don't worry, folks. Cooking's not everything. Yeah, and that's come up looking interesting. I think the earlier version was better. The version I just used for this. I think that version we can utilise as a mirror image, I think. But yeah, cooking's not for everyone, folks. Fortunately, I'm not a mother. I didn't have children. I would have liked to have married when I was 19, but I was never the kind of person that wanted to have kids. I've never been that way inclined, folks. But I have been wanting to marry since I was a 10-year-old. I'm now 50 and I'm still single. Trying to get in touch with this man called Luigi, who I don't know where he's gone. I don't know where he's gone, folks. I'm trying to get in touch with him through I'm going to try and pull this up, maybe change this a bit. But I'm really missing him, and his name is Luigi, and I would have loved to have married him when I was 19, but I didn't. I never took the opportunity when I had the opportunity, and I really regret. One of life's major regrets was not going with him. And I really miss him, and I'm trying to get in touch, and I'm trying to get Channel 9 interested in my work to get in touch with him. That's come up looking quite shitty, the colour in that. I don't like the orange. I do wish that was a more reddy orange. I don't know if I like it. But basically, I really miss this man. His name's Luigi, as I just said. Sorry for repeating myself. But basically, I really miss him, and I'm trying to get in touch. And it's proving to be really difficult getting in touch with him. Yeah, that's not interesting. I don't like the green. That's the trade-off of this mode, is not being able to change the colours independently, which I hate. This is one of the getting back to the photocopier industry. They don't know how to design anything really nice and really versatile. You can't. If anything, Konica Minolta have done something really interesting and stupid at the same time, considering now we have artificial intelligence becoming a very popular tool in many industries. But one of the industries which has failed to take up AI is the photocopier industry. They don't seem to have any interest in making the features more versatile, more usable. Instead, they just pull the features out. They just take them out thinking people will find it easier and will want to buy their product. But it's shit. What about high-end users like myself who want more versatility and more control over what comes out of this equipment? But they don't seem to think like that. They can't think for everyone, I guess, but they're not doing a very good job, and I'm pretty sure people still find the equipment still quite confusing, even without many of these features. And it's really quite stupid. Why can't they just put AI in it? I know AI's only just started to be popular about a year or so, maybe, but still, it's just, I haven't seen any signs that the photocopier industry is starting to adopt this technology. It's really a backward industry. The people involved in the industry are not terribly smart. I really have no respect for them. I really have a real deep deep-seated resentment for them, and they just don't care, and they just care about the money they can make just quickly designing shit that they don't involve the people that are the real experts, what's called the toner heads. Toner head is another word for a photocopier nerd or geek, someone who's got real ability to make a really good copier system, potentially, if they're allowed to. But they're not. The industry's full of charlatans and evildoers and fuckwits. It's full of fuck-ups, fucked up people who just care about money. And they don't care about anything but themselves and their fucking money. So I have no respect for the industry. I have no respect for the people and the way they're destroying the planet, destroying the human race as a result. And they couldn't give a fuck. They couldn't give a fuck. They just care about themselves and their fucking dumb cash flow. And it's dum-dumism. You know, I call them idiots. I call them imbeciles. I call them every fucking dumb name under the sun. That's where they deserve. I have no respect for the industry, folks. I don't care. I used to think Xerox was to be respected. You know, respect Xerox. Well, fuck you, Xerox. I don't respect you anymore. Go to hell. Go fuck yourself, Xerox. I hate you, Xerox. Fuckwits. There's no Xerox in Australia, but we have got Xerox overseas. And even though I love America, and I used to love Xerox, I still love America, but I don't love Xerox, okay? Xerox is no longer a company I respect, okay? I'm not a fangirl anymore, and I'm not expected to become one in the near future. They have to fucking make a fucking difference, or I'll fucking just call them shit. Just like any company, they're shit. So no more respect for Xerox. Xerox has lost their respect. Admiration out the window, and that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.